Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we are learning how to make a beaded keychain. For those lucky people that had received the beading kits, I'm going to show you what's all inside of them. Starting off with your thread and your needle. A little leaflet about your beading kit and a phone number to reach me if you have any questions. Your gem. Your margarine lid. You'll find out for the use of that later. Felt for your backing. A tie for your loop. Rhinestones. A keychain ring. And 3 beautiful colored beads. Let's begin. You want to start by getting your needle. This might take some effort, be patient, but you will be successful. You want to take your thread, and now you want to thread your needle. So I like to have my thread kind of like a medium length, not too long, not too short. And you just tie off the ends, double knot. You want to take your gem, grabbing your needle and putting your needle close to the gem, not against it. And as you can see, my needle isn't against the gem. You want to pull your needle through, then realizing you haven't chosen your beads yet, you want to choose your first color. I chose to start with a purple bead, so I only pour out enough that I know that I will be using. I keep most of it inside the bag. I also took some extra beads I had on hand and I poured some out just to make some designs. If you have extra beads at home, you can use this in this project. You don't have to use just our beads. You can incorporate your own designs, your own style into this as well. You want to pick up 4 beads. I picked up 2 purple and 2 green. I like to hold my thread at a bit of an angle, and you want to put your needle in front of the first bead and pull through, making sure to avoid tangles. You want to go back 2 beads, so placing your needle between the 4 beads and pulling your needle through. Then you want to go through the first 2 beads. Now you repeat the steps. You pick up 4 beads, laying your beads flat and holding your thread at an angle. You want to place your needle in front of the first bead, pulling through. You want to go back 2 beads and through 2 beads. Repeat the steps again. Pick up 4 beads, back 2, through 2. Fast forwarding, I am almost done my line. I am repeating the steps of picking up 4 beads, going back 2 beads, and through 2 beads. So as you can see here, there's a space, not big enough for 4 beads. So you would have to decide of how much beads can fit in there. So I think there's going to be enough space for 2 beads. So sometimes when you are trying to do a design in your keychain, there's not enough space to finish that design, so you just have to be a little creative. So what I decided to do was to add a purple and a green bead just to complete that design. You want to go through the last 2 beads. So where you first originally started, you want to go through the 2 there, pull your needle through, and put your needle just in between the gem and the beads there and just pull tight. And there you have it, your first line. Now you want to start your second by putting your needle close to the first line of beads, not against it. Just to keep your space clean, you want to put away all the beads that you are no longer using. So I just put away the green beads. And you want to start off your second line, your second color, by picking up 4 beads. And we are repeating the steps. You are picking up 4 beads, going back 2 beads, going through 2 beads. Fast forwarding until I'm almost done my second line. As you can see, I'm still following the steps of picking up 4, going back 2, going through 2. Here you can see I still have a space. I picked up 3 beads and I'm going to use that to measure to see if I have enough for 4. After deciding that 3 is good enough, I am going to go through the last 2 beads, putting my needle between the first line and the second line. I'm going to be starting my third line by putting my needle close to the second line, but not against it. Don't forget to put away all the beads that you will no longer be using and pouring out just enough beads for your next line. And we are repeating the steps of picking up 4 beads, going back 2 beads, and going through 2 beads. Next, I am going to be showing you guys how to rethread your thread. So before your thread gets too short, you want to pick up 4 beads. Following the steps as normal, you want to pull your thread through, but instead of going back 2, you want to tie off, making sure to double knot. I won't show you guys how to thread your needle. You guys already know how to do that. To start back up, you want to go through 2 and go back 2. You are starting from the last step you left off on. And if you were to look in the back, you can see the 2 knots are together. And you are just starting up again by picking up 4 beads, going back 2 and through 2. Once again, I would like to thank everyone who joined us to learn how to make a beaded keychain. If you have any questions, you guys can Facebook message us. My number is in the beading kits. You guys can text and call. And please send us a picture of your guys' finished projects. We would love to see it. And I hope everyone is staying safe.